Because education is required by law, because the citizenship are supposed to be educated, oftentimes there's things in education that don't belong there. Enforcement and discipline, when really our highest priority should be the enlightenment of the mind. I remember, I say it in class all the time, but I just want you to remember that as kids, you enjoyed learning. You enjoyed asking questions, you enjoyed being interested in things, and it wasn't until you went into the school system that you learned to dull those certain parts of your mind. And it wasn't until then that you started to have these real negative reactions to people teaching you new things and for knowledge to seem exhausting rather than exhilarating. Well, oftentimes that has come as a result of enforcement. It's done in a very peculiar way. Michel Foucault told this historical narrative, this story in his book, Discipline and Punish. And whatever you think of his interpretation or the way that he has done it, it's an interesting story, and it will open up some discussion for us in class. The story that he tells is that Western civilization used to punish the body and wanted to affect people's behavior by disciplining the body. And then they found in punishing people in public that it was really the spectacle that was painful for the person. And it was really the spectacle that was able to enforce behavior. And so instead of the body, we went into the mind. And that it was that the state was able to see, the state and whatever community was a part of this disciplining and this punishing, that they were able to see that if you were to be viewed, if you were to be watched, not only do you police yourself, but that we police each other. This idea is engulfed in Jeremy Bentham's Panopticon, where all the prison cells can be seen by a central guard tower. And you don't know if you are being seen, you just know that at any time you could be. Most of you have an all-consuming and irrational fear of attention in class, of having the spotlight on you, of answering questions, because it was used as a punishment tool. It was used as a way to enforce. It was used as a way to discipline. It's completely irrational. There's nothing that says that you can't have attention on you and be able to give an account for your thoughts and feelings, for your opinions, and for the understanding you have of the subject at hand. But yet it's there, and it's there for most of us for a very ugly reason. So most of you have learned how to correct each other. You enforce behavior yourself. When somebody says something that's out of line, you laugh, you roll your eyes, you scoff, you snort. There's this strange sounds that students make after somebody has made a comment that they feel is out of line, to let them know that the person who has originally made the comment, needs to change their behavior. They need to correct it. They need to apologize or take it back or stop doing that same thing. It's bizarre, it's strange, and we're not going to do it in class. We're going to have nothing to do with that. Everybody in class can say what they want. We are not going to have any cultural enforcers. The only enforcement that needs to happen, and will happen on a very limited degree, is myself. I will take care of anything like that. When we have strayed too far off topic or something like that, even though I'm going to try to argue that tangents of our imagination when we're interested are really vital for learning. But in any case, if anything gets inappropriate or so on, I will take care of it. You don't have to have that responsibility of some kind of enforcer. We don't speak that way to each other. And in college and universities, you have to get accustomed to ideas that are different than yours. It makes you stronger. You'll have to summon the maturity that was denied you in that drone education system.